We have a name. We are excited to say that our land is now Toad and Ivy's place. If you know, you know. The fall colors up there were absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited to be there and see the Quakies that have all turned yellow. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful trip up this past weekend. Might have been beautiful, but it was cold. Our overnight lows were probably in the 30s. We woke up to plenty of frozen mornings, but this is our favorite little fire pit. This is our what we call old man iron, and it just has all the things that we need. We could keep cooking on this one, but since we're not sure where we want our fire pit on the upper part of the property, this is what we use. Show how cold it was. We found this piece of ice in our little utility trailer, and it just was so pretty that we had to show it off. All right, remember the chainsaw mill fiasco last time? Well, guess what? We bought a sawmill, and it is going to go on this lovely cement pad that used to be a shed before the fire came through. But right in front of it are some cute little pine trees that I just couldn't let die. And I knew that we were going to need to be able to get in right here, maybe to just load our wood in here for the sawmill. And so I dug up these cute little pine trees and replanted them other places. It took us most of the day to put together the sawmill. Well, pretty much the entire day to put together the sawmill. Here are the rails to the sawmill. So it started to come together, but it's not easy getting it all level. These two cuties worked hard for us, but they also spent some time playing. They enjoyed lots of four-wheeler rides up and down the mountain. Sawmill was extremely tedious to put together, but I will say excellent instructions. These weren't IKEA instructions. These were very good instructions that helped us get the entire sawmill put together. Now, once we had the motor part up ready to go, we had to somehow get it up onto the rails. In the instructions, they told us, use a forklift or a tractor. Well, we didn't have a forklift or a tractor. And this sawmill, the engine part of it, weighed probably about 500 pounds. So we had to do some figuring out how to make the sawmill get it up onto the rails. So I had an idea. And that idea was to actually go back and forth, back and forth. As you can see, we would tip the sawmill one direction and I would hurry and put wood underneath it. Then we'd tip it back the other direction and I'd hurry and put wood underneath it. Back and forth until we raised it a couple of inches above the rails. As we kept stacking the wood and getting higher and higher, it got a little bit scary and a little precarious, but we kept thinking this is our only shot, so we just kept going higher and higher and higher.
I'd rather slide downhill.
Oops. And then we tipped it forward and guided it onto the rails.
We're on the front ones. Okay. Look, you coming?
Yes. Nice job. Oh.
And then we cut some wood. Our land has a lot of usable wood. We plan on milling all the wood that we need to build all the structures on our land. We love the idea of being able to reuse and repurpose things that would normally just go to waste. It's very satisfying to watch the sawmill work. My parents would agree. Check out all that wood they milled. We're excited to be able to build a structure over the sawmill. And we ended the day with a little bit of 16-year-old shenanigans.